What is up, guys? It's your boy LAJ back at it again with another video. You might notice these glasses. I'm cool as hell. I know the Dodgers didn't make any moves, but I am cool. And I'm going to break down why in a quick minute. I just got to make sure that the audio is good, making sure all you beautiful people out there can see and hear me. Um, yeah, man. Hope you guys are having a great day, man. It's about to get hot up in here. Anyways, yeah, the Dodgers are in a great position to not only win it all, but all right, we're good. Cool. All right, guys. So as you can see, I'm cool as fuck. I'm cool. I know the Dodgers didn't make any moves. I know they didn't land Lance Lynn. I know they didn't go after Trevor Bauer. I get it. The San Diego Padres apparently went all in, rightfully so. They believe they have a shot at it, and I'm not gonna blame them. But here's what they got to face off. And we'll start off with reasons why the Los Angeles Dodgers didn't make any trades. So if you could see, you got Kershaw, you got Walker Buehler, you got all these players, all these pitchers that don't need upgrading. Dustin May, man, he's still young. Julio Diaz, even though he had a bad outing, he's still having a better performance than Garrett Cole, who just got paid 300 plus million. So as far as the Dodgers pitching staff, here's another reason why you don't have to worry about the Dodgers not making any big moves. First and foremost, they're 26 and 10, best record not just in the West, not just in the National League, but in all of baseball. They're first in ERA with a 276. They're second ERA plus with 159. Second with hitters in position, which with a 1.072, and seventh with home runs allowed. So the pitching staff, there's no worries. No worries, my people. I mean, yeah, it would have been nice, very nice to have I don't know, Lance Lynn, Trevor Bauer. Yeah, of course it would have been nice. But at the same time, we didn't need them. So, yes, the one big thing that the Dodgers did was trade away Ross Stripling. I wasn't too fond of him. He had a great 2018, not a great 2019. We were hoping he would bounce back in 2020. He had a good outing, one, maybe two outings, but he just couldn't go the distance. He couldn't go more than 4 or 5 innings. And if he did, he was going to give up 5+ runs. And it wasn't something that we were going to look forward to. Tony Gonsolin was right on his tail. Like he was begging, not begging, but he was making a statement saying, "Hey, I'm pitching well enough to earn a spot on the rotation." Ross Stripling was adamant that he was upset first and foremost for being traded in a trade that fell through with the Angels, and then he was adamant that he deserved a spot over Alex Wood and in the starting rotation, which at this point, I already knew Alex Wood was not going to be anything close to good in this rotation. I already knew that right off the bat, so I didn't think it was a great idea to even pick him up. And Alex Wood was a little selfish, if you ask me. He said that if he wasn't going to be in the starting rotation, he was going to sign a contract with the Dodgers. The Dodgers bit, they got him back, and damn, like not even 4 innings, not even 4 innings, and he went straight to the DL. Hasn't been back since. And now that supposedly he's going to come back soon, he's going to take a spot in the rotation. So who gets out? Julio Diaz? He's probably the odd man out. I mean, he's been struggling, but a 376 is like pretty decent, to be honest. It's like pretty good. And for this to happen, I don't know. It's interesting that they traded away Ross Stripling. And I understand Ross Stripling moving forward with the Dodgers was not going to work out. The key piece here was Tony Gonsolin. He's a player that moving forward is going to be part of this rotation, along with Dustin May, along with Walker Buehler, along with Julio Urias, eventually. Then you got Mitchell White, who's eventually going to be ready. Dennis Santana, who they give a lot of opportunities to. So, yeah, those Dodgers rotation really doesn't have much room for Ross Stripling. If you have players who are almost ready to come up right now, and Ross Stripling not living up to the expectations that we all put on him, and we need someone that's going to go more than 3, not even solid innings, because he was a little bit of a struggle. So who did the Dodgers get in return for Ross Stripling from the Blue Jays? They got Kendall Williams, the number 13 prospect in the Jays pipeline. One sub one ERA, less than one WHIP, 16 innings of work. I mean, I think I think it's safe to say that Andrew Friedman was chasing Lance Lynn or Trevor Bauer, but when that trade fell through, I think Andrew Friedman looked for other options. And looking at it now, it's between Tony Gonsolin or Ross Stripling. Tony Gonsolin, who still has time on his contract, who has options under, team control and isn't going to be expensive. Ross Stripling was the odd man out, unfortunately. Great guy. Look, Ross Stripling, like great, great person, just a person overall. Good chemistry, fun loving. I mean, great pitcher as far as chemistry goes. Unfortunately, we needed more than just chemistry in this team, and he wasn't providing it, which honestly does suck. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it does suck when you lose not only a fan favorite, but when you lose someone that's been with the team for so long, has been through so much with the team, 2 World Series, uh, since 2016, he's been part of this team, and unfortunately, you hate to see players go, but at the end of the day, this is a business, and business keeps on going. Moving forward, obviously the Dodgers are in good hands. We hope the Blue Jays take care of our boy Chicken Strip, and certainly so he's gonna give you guys in return love and admiration. So much love and respect for Ross Stripling. Looking forward to seeing you grow and succeed. Not against the Dodgers, obviously, but yeah, much love for you moving forward. Hopefully, you get you know a great support system over there, and you bring everything positive that you got from here and help them out over there. Now, another reason why the Dodgers did not make the trade was obviously Ross Stripling. Yeah, good pitcher he may be elsewhere, but not with the Dodgers. But the mere fact that Tony Gonsolin was right there already, like he was already proving himself as a starting pitcher, and he has electric stuff. Look at this scene right here. You have Tony Gonsolin, the bases loaded. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The umpire gave him that pitch, but Todd Frazier he worked him, but he didn't push through. But the biggest thing here, though, here's the biggest thing. I'm gonna show you guys. The offense is unbelievable. Unbelievable is not even the word I can't even begin to express how amazing this offense is. So how about I break it down to you guys? I'm gonna give you guys 7 names, and you guys tell me who you guys think is the better hitters for the last 10 games. Who the better offensive bat has been for the Dodgers these last 10 games. We'll start off with Max Muncy, Mookie Betts, Corey Seager, Jock Peterson, Matt Beattie, Cody Bellinger, and Austin Barnes. I'm sorry, Matt Barnes. I was watching Matt Barnes from the Lakers previously before. But from those names, who do you think has been having the best 10 games recently? I'll tell you right now, it isn't Mookie Betts. Max Muncy has picked it up. He was batting way below the Mendoza line. Now he's picked it up back to 273 the last 10 games. Mookie Betts took it down a little bit. He's batting 278. Corey Seager, hot bat as it may be, 302. He's batting over 300. The surprise here for me, and you guys can track me down and everything. I'm never going to delete anything. So you'll see everything out there, all my slander. Jock Peterson, man. As much trash I talk about him, he's actually performing extremely well these last 10 games. Batting 318, 423 on base percentage, 727 slugging, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and 3 doubles. Jock Peterson has woke up, but can he carry it over? We know what he can do in the postseason. We've seen what he's been able to do. I just don't want this Jock Peterson that's going to be good for 2 games, 1 game, and then trash for like 6 games. Strike out 22 times in 6 games and have another good game. Nah, Jock Peterson looks like he's turned the wheel. Next, Matt Beattie, who should be getting more DH or more playing time because in the last 10 games he's appeared in, he's batting 348, 400 on base percentage, 522 slugging, 1 home run, and 4 RBIs. Matt Beattie, man, might be the one to be the DH moving forward. I get it. Justin Turner is injured right now. Hopefully, he comes back today. It's said to, it's been said that he might come back today. Worst case scenario is he takes a little bit longer and he goes on the 10-day DL. But Matt Beatty being on the DH, this slash line is pretty good. Cody Bellinger, man. I've been saying it. I've been saying it and saying it, and I'm going to keep repeating it. The moment Cody Bellinger wakes up, which it looks like he's already woke, it's a done deal for the league. 351 batting average, 455 on base percentage, 838 slugging, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs, and he was the one to hit that home run to break the calendar month home runs in baseball record. He was the one to hit a home run. I think it's officially safe to say that he's back. He's back. Oh, you guys are in trouble now. Baseball, you guys are in trouble. You don't even know. And finally, the biggest surprise of all, the one that's been working with Mookie Betts. Now it's making me wonder if all these other guys are working with Mookie Betts or what's going on. But Austin Barnes hitting 382, 436 on base percentage, 500 slugging, 1 home run, 6 RBIs in the last 10 games. And he's not getting consistent playing time. He's not out there for all 9 innings. He has to split the time with Will Smith. So for him to hit almost 400, this slash line, bro, 2007. I played this game, MLB 9 innings on the Android. You could get on the app. You could join my club, LAD20. But I play this game. I remember I started off with the Dodgers and I got Austin Barnes, and I got a lot of Austin Barnes 20s, and I ended up trading them away. Biggest regret now. One of my biggest regrets now. But Austin Barnes, bro. Austin Barnes, Cody Bellinger, Corey Seager. Justin Turner was already waking up and picking it up. Mookie Betts. Max Muncy's waking up. This is not a team you want to face. They're 8-2 against lefties, so what's the weakness? What really is the weakness? I mean, I want to see what they can do against the A's. I want to see a second time around. Now that the Astros have woken up, I can't wait until the 12th and the 13th to see what they really can do now with a fully, exceptionally well team. And then the Astros who are still sucking dick. Fuck. 26-10, best record in baseball. Offense is officially woke. And we're going to September, the stretch run. That's it. This is it. This is the final month before the postseason. Home field advantage, all that stuff. So, am I worried that this team right here ended up going all in to try to face the Dodgers? The answer is no. Not at all. Not at all. The only player that I'm not going to say that I'm scared, but I am aware of is Mitch. That's the only one. But let's run down what the Padres did. So they're 20-15, 3.5 games back right now. They're 3-4 versus the Dodgers. They acquired Mike Clevenger, Trevor Rosenthal, who you guys just saw right now, Mitch Moreland, who is the one you guys got to be aware of and understand that he's a hitter, and you had him with Manny Machado, Hosmer, and Tatis. This is a 4-man lineup that is very, very deadly. They added Austin Nola, Jason Castro, Austin Adams, Dan Altavilla, and Greg Allen. They traded away, here we go, they traded away Cal Quantrill, Josh Naylor, Austin Hedges, Ty France, Luis Torrens, Gerardo Reyes, and the numbers 4, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 17, and 28 ranked prospects in their pipeline for a run at second place. So they traded a lot to compete against the Dodgers. Yes, there's been some times where the Padres looked unbeatable. But this Dodgers team is that team you just can't beat now. Here's the biggest reason why. Here's the biggest reason why it was a huge mistake to give up so much for, a quick run. Number one, you decimated, not decimated. They still probably have a top farm system, but you gave up a lot of top prospects that could eventually help you guys moving forward. This year, I mean, even if they were to win it, it's an asterisk here. Like, no matter what, everybody's gonna claim it. Nah, it's not a complete season. Blah blah blah, whatever. So you should have waited on that. Number two, and the most important thing, chemistry. As it is, I still don't understand why the San Diego Padres coach was upset that Fernando Tatis hit a grand slam because of some bullshit unwritten rule. I'll never understand that. Never gonna get it. Never understand it. But you had Manny Machado doing a face. You had Eric Hosmer talking to him, and you had the team kind of like iffy about him. So you traded away a little bit of chemistry. Now you got to rebuild the chemistry on this team. It might not take long because apparently the San Diego team is pretty close knit, but you got to rebuild that chemistry. Here's my only problem though, Mike Clevenger, man. That I wanted him just for the mere fact that we were going to face the Houston Astros, and if somebody was going to get down, if it wasn't Joe Kelly, it was going to be Mike Clevenger. So that's the reason why I wanted Mike Clevenger with the Dodgers. But seeing the stupidity that he presented himself in Cleveland makes me wonder if he's even focused or what his actual game plan is. Is he here to help, or is he here to, I don't know, be closer to Tijuana, TJ, and party it up, be closer to LA? Like, the National League West and the American League West, the entire Western Division has been free of any postponements aside from the coronavirus. That had nothing to do with coronavirus. But Mike Clevenger has already been proven to be an idiot and break protocols. I think MLB is still enforcing I guess you could say like a liaison with every team to make sure that they're not breaking protocols and they're following rules and directions and all that stuff. So I don't think it'll be that hard for him to not stay still. But other than that, like this Astro, I mean, whatever. It's so trash. This Padres team, you gotta look out for them. You gotta keep your eyes on them because they can pop off. They have that energy and they have that chemistry and that they have that swagger. Like if you let them, they will get it. They will take advantage of it. And we've seen the Dodgers. There was a home run that I want to say Eric Hosmer hit against the Dodgers or maybe Tatis. Everybody was celebrating in the bullpen and the dugout for the Padres, and then the Dodgers came right back in the following inning and they just gave it right back to them and shut them up, beat them right down. So if you let the Padres, they will take full advantage, which obviously you shouldn't. Obviously. So moving forward, if this Dodgers team is now woke offensively, because the pitching staff has been woke for a while already. They've already been doing their thing, and there's no reason for us to worry about them. You take rid of Ross Stripling, not to be messed up or anything, but he was kind of holding the statistical numbers back with his almost 6 ERA, where everybody else is holding a 2-3 ERA, and the bullpen is like shuts out, like lights out, best bullpen in baseball. So I definitely don't see why this Dodgers pitching staff can't be even more elite now with Tony Gonsolin officially having to relax and just focus on being the number 4, number 5. The only thing now, and I'm hoping because he's been kind of worrisome, Julio Urias. That's the only one that I'm hoping he officially wakes up, because we were waiting on Cody. Frustrating enough, we were waiting on Cody, and now that he's here, it's your turn, Urias. It's your turn, Urias, to finally get things going. Because once you get in, Dustin May, Walker Buehler, and Walker Buehler is going to probably be activated either today or in the next couple of days. He's retroactive. He's potentially able to be retroactive today. Will he? I don't know. I haven't seen anything yet. But if he does, come on. What are the pitching staff? Do you guys remember the Yankees? Everybody was tripping about the Yankees. Even myself, I was like, hey, you guys got to keep your eyes on the Yankees. But I've been also warning you. There's something going on with the Houston Astros pitching. We all know about the trash can banging, but there's something about the pitching staff as well with the Astros. You look at Garrett Cole, he's struggling and he's blaming somebody tipping his pitches or something. He's blaming everybody else except for himself. The spin rate is not there anymore. I don't know, maybe MLB, MLB's not going to do anything because they're stupid as hell. But you should look into what they're doing over there because Verlander, he's on the DL for some reason. Everybody's got to be looking at that bill of the cap on their pitchers because it's a little sticky up there, or even down here. It's a little sticky. So keep your eyes on the Houston Astros because Garrett Cole, and I remember saying this, you gotta refrain yourself from giving him so much credit because one or two outings is gonna make him look good. And the first outing, it was a 7 inning shutout because it was rain delay. Then the second one was also rain delay. So now that he's going a full 9 innings, he's getting rocked. He doesn't have that spin rate. He's not elite as everybody thought. He's not that $300 million. And I'm glad and thankful that we have Andrew Friedman, who rather than spend $300 million on Rendon or Garrett Cole, he ended up trading for Mookie Betts and keeping him here for 12 years. I mean, I wish it would have been Luck instead of Verdugo because Verdugo would have been much helpful here, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to take a quick little break. We're going to come back with NBA news because the semis are about to start for the Lakers. Stay tuned. All right, so here goes. It's been 8 grueling, terrible, frustrating, stressful years waiting for the Lakers to not only get into the playoffs but make it into the semifinals. They got swept in 2013. You guys don't remember? Never gonna forget Dwight Howard walking off, yelling at Mitch Kupchak. But 8 years since their last series win in the playoffs to move to the semis. So, man, I can finally relax a little bit, breathe a little bit better, and be happy that, yo, I don't understand. Here's one thing I'm never going to understand. Never, ever going to understand. Why are people so hateful of LeBron James that are Laker fans? Like, why do Laker fans hate LeBron James? Look, huge Kobe fan, huge Kobe fan. And if you guys think this is a fake box, I'm a huge Kobe fan. Huge. Not the biggest, obviously, but I'm a huge Kobe fan. But here's the thing. It would have been cool if we had kept Brandon Ingram. Congratulations, Most Improved Player award winner. Alonzo, Josh Hart, Larry Nance, Jordan Clarkson. It would have been cool to keep and develop them with Luke Walton. I think they were moving in the right direction. But given the circumstances of how they performed, besides Jordan Clarkson, who's the only standout, and obviously Brandon Ingram was the only standouts, there's no way that team, even with D'Angelo Russell, was going to get the number 1 seed. Maybe a 6th, 7th, or 8th seed. Or even miss the playoffs for the, I don't know, 8th consecutive year. You never know. But remember the reports? Remember everybody was talking shit and saying that LeBron James avoided the West because he was scared? You remember how everybody said if he was with the Lakers, he wouldn't be able to hold his team to the number 1 seed, or he wouldn't be able to help them out? Do you guys remember all that? because I do. And yet here we are. Granted, he had Anthony Davis. I get it. But Anthony Davis in his prime with DeMarcus Cousins, Rajon Rondo at a better age, they got the eighth seed. And they ended up sweeping the Portland Trailblazers. Cool. LeBron James versus the West wasn't always great when he was with Houston, when he was with Miami and Cleveland. But he comes to the Lakers. Not only does he dominate the West, he dominates the East, and he gets a number one seed. And he gentleman sweeps. Granted, the Portland Trailblazers didn't have Damian Lillard. Granted, they didn't have him. He still got the Lakers past the Portland Trailblazers with Carmelo Anthony dropping 20, with CJ McCollum dropping 20, 25, with Nurkic dropping 20, 25, with Hassan Whiteside dropping 15 with 10 blocks. All these great, the Portland Trailblazers were still a great team. They were a sneaky, sneaky AC, sneaky. But why do you guys hate on LeBron James so much? Like I don't understand it. Can you try to picture the way, like every press conference, every interview that Lonzo, Josh, Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance, D'Angelo Russell, maybe D'Angelo Russell would have been the right pick, but Brandon Ingram. Imagine one of them giving or having to give a farewell speech to Kobe Bryant, or having to carry this team in light of that tragedy. Like LeBron, bro, like why do you hate the guy that not only is carrying the team, but is trying to continue the legacy of Kobe Bryant? Why are you hating the man that showed up in the playoffs? Not game one, obviously, but here we are going into the semifinals, and like, wow, what's the purpose of hating on the man that's helping push the Lakers back to number 17? That's what I'm trying to get at. So again, the Lakers moved on to the semis. How did they get there? Let's find out. So game 5, it was a little nail biter in the fourth. They were pretty close. Portland was pretty close. They were pushing to game 6. But in the last couple of minutes, the Lakers just took off. Boom, boom. They just took off. In the series, Anthony Davis shot 68% from mid-range, 11% better than the next person close to. Caruso on and LeBron off in the series was 55 minutes. Offensive rating was 111.6. Defensive rating was 98.3 with a net rating of 13.3. So Alex Caruso was, you might have not seen him do a lot of work offensively, but the Lakers were better with him on while LeBron was off. And if you look at game 6, there was this one crucial moment where, let me see if I can pull it up or if I can find it. No, I can't. Yeah. No, I don't have it. No, I don't have it. But there was this crucial moment where Caruso went to one side, blocked it, and then ran to the other side and stole the ball on the air ball. And he got fouled on the other end, or he got fouled trying to get to the other end. Alex Caruso was putting in work. That's one reason. Anthony Davis was good from mid range. But you gotta respect Carmelo, man. Signed a 1-year non-guaranteed deal. Started every game he played. Western Conference Player of the Week. 15th all-time in scoring, and helped the Blazers get to the playoffs. Yes, Damian Lillard was dropping 50 points. Yes, I get that. But the Lakers were just too much. Just too much. Even with, let's just assume the excuse that Damian Lillard didn't play game 5, most of it, towards the second half. Let's just say that. And he didn't play he didn't play most of the game 4 and all of game 5. So what happened to them winning game 2, 3, and 4? Like, they still had Damian Lillard, so why didn't they win? There's no excuses for that one. The Lakers were still going to win regardless. But the Lakers' offense and defense was just too much, and this is the team that I was damn near expecting. So who should we expect in the next round between Oklahoma City and the Rockets? So here are the numbers against each and every one. Versus Oklahoma, they're 3-1. They gave up 112 points and 41 rebounds. They score 113 points, but 14 turnovers and 7 steals. So they struggle a little bit defensively against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And with Chris Paul playing like a madman, it's gonna be a tough matchup. But obviously, I give it to the Lakers. And conservatively, I would say 6, but realistically, I think it could be 5. I think it could be 5. As for Houston, though, this is where the problem lies in. They're gonna play small ball. This is the Lakers beat them playing with a big man, and they struggled when they play small. They're 1-2 against the Rockets. 116 points. They're giving up 116 points, 39 rebounds, and 45 three-point attempts. So they're gonna live and die by the 3, obviously. But the Lakers are struggling in the paint for some reason. You got JaVale McGee, you got Anthony Davis, and you got Dwight Howard. Each one of those guys, I think the tallest guy for Houston is 6'6", which is PJ Tucker. Anthony Davis is 6'10", 6'11". JaVale McGee is 7'1". Dwight Howard is 6'10", 6'11". They got 5, 6, 7 inches on the tallest person for the Houston Rockets. That's their game plan. That should be their game plan, but I don't know if that is going to be their game plan. Knowing the Lakers, they're probably going to shoot 3 and live and die by the 3 as well. So the Lakers can score 110 points and have scored 110 points against the Rockets, but they've given up 19 turnovers, which is 5 more than the Oklahoma City Thunder, and 11 steals, which is 4 more than Oklahoma. In the very last game versus Oklahoma City, the Lakers shot 35% from the field, 5 for 37 from 3. They missed 10 free throws and lost by 19. LeBron James and Anthony Davis were basically non-existent. Versus Houston, the last game in the bubble. Both of these games were in the bubble and they were back-to-back. 2 for 19 from 3. They missed 11 free throws, 24 turnovers. No LeBron James, he sat out that game. Anthony Davis did not have a good game, 17 and 12. Well, if we give Anthony Davis, by Anthony Davis standards, that wasn't a good game, 17 and 12. -9 and plus-minus stats, and they lost by 16. So this Lakers team needs LeBron James and Anthony Davis to be at least pick and rolling that bitch. If not, getting PJ Tucker in foul trouble, because once you get PJ Tucker, who are they going to rely on to be in the paint? PJ Tucker, shout out and respect to PJ Tucker. Much respect to you guys for doing what he does, being the smallest man on the team, or the tallest man on the team. Sorry. But this Houston team and Oklahoma City game series has been damn electric. And you see PJ Tucker struggling against Steven Adams. James Harden is finally disappearing. It was a little hectic towards the end. Chris Paul just straight up took over. He got a technical foul. I think that's what drove him to beating the Rockets. So Chris Paul pissed is a little dangerous thing to encounter. But either or, this Lakers team, if they continue doing what they did against Portland with either Oklahoma or Houston, another game 5, game 6 at most. Conservatively 6. Safe bet is 6. Depending on game 1 as well. Depending on game 1, if the Lakers come out strong and don't lose that game and they hand that ass, it could be a sweep. It could definitely be a sweep. So, realistically, statistically, the numbers don't match up for the Lakers against the Rockets. However, the Rockets aren't having a great postseason. They're not having a good series against Oklahoma City. So they would rather face Oklahoma? Not really. Not this playoff Chris Paul. But either or, I still would take the Lakers in at most 6 versus either or. However, if they come out strong in game 1, it's going to be a sweep. It's going to be a clean sweep. This matchup, though, this next matchup right here, oh my God. If you guys haven't been watching the Jazz Nugget series, What's going on with you guys? Why haven't you guys been watching? Bro, Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell are going at each other's necks. Like, damn. Like, I'm talking about, holy crap, man. Shout out to Donovan Mitchell's about to give up a 3-1 lead, lost two. He's going to go full Golden State Warriors on them. But still, got to give him respect for trying and everybody else being non-existent. Jordan Clarkson, what the hell are you doing? But this series has been amazing. Offensively, there's no defense going on. Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray, they're going at each other's necks. Donovan Mitchell, 44 points, 30 points, 51, and 20, 30, 57. My boy over here, averaging 40 points, 38, 39 points. He's averaging 39 points. That would say that, there's a good chance for them to win, right? Not really. Not at all. Jamal Murray is averaging 34 points, but the last three games, 50, 42, 50. He wants it. He's hungry. He's key to winning game 7 today. It's not on yet, but he's key to winning this game. If you guys aren't watching this, get on it, man. This game 7 is going to be dope, along with OKC and the Rockets. I think the Rockets might take it, though. I think the Rockets might win it. As for here, I'm giving it to Denver. I'm giving it to Denver. It's hard to go against Denver right now, especially the hot streak that they just got on. Donovan Mitchell, as hard as he is playing, it just feels like he's the only one that wants it. You got Rudy Gobert pissed off at his teammates. You got Donovan Mitchell pissed off at the ball rack. And you got Jamal Murray fighting for a cause. Boys playing with heart. It's it's crazy. And finally, this bullshit right here. Marcus Morris, man. If you guys don't know, this man was legit trying to hurt Luka Doncic. Regardless of what he's gonna say, they got you on 4K film, bro. Trying to like legit injure Luka Doncic. And he goes out and he says, I don't need that shit. Man, there's no way this team is legit like that. I can't believe like it's gotta be the locker room. It's gotta be the other players. It's just gotta be. This team is so unlikable. There's no way anybody likes this team besides the Clipper fans. You look at Markieff Morris, who's with the Lakers. He's not trying that shit. He wasn't trying it with Portland. He wasn't looking for it. He wasn't trying to hurt Damian Lillard. He wasn't trying to hurt Carmelo, CJ, no one. He was playing his game every opportunity he got. He was going up there. How in the hell has the NBA not fined or suspended any Clipper? You got Lou Williams breaking protocol, 10 days in quarantine. Nothing. You got Patrick Beverly disrespectful to the NBA Players Association executive. And you got Markieff Morris not only attempting to mess up the ankle of Luka Doncic, but here he is. Look at this picture. Just look at this one. This picture right here. That's a hard ass foul. Yeah, cool. But that foul's going for the head. And not one. You got Kristaps suspended or ejected game 1 for standing up for Luka. You got Chris Paul teched up last night for swinging at the air. Somebody else got teched up for swinging at the air. And I think somebody got ejected for double technicals. But Marcus Morris over here going at the neck gets nothing. Really, that's where we're at. Uh, um, yeah. So the Clippers are gonna face off either Denver or Utah, and that's gonna be very interesting. Very interesting because I don't think Jamal Murray can be contained. Uh, and then we already see what old boy lost a lot of weight. Jokic lost a lot of weight, and now he's moving a little bit more nimble, a little bit more faster, and he's helping push that comeback from 3-1 loss. So I think this is definitely going to be the toughest matchup. There's going to be, if they make it onto the next one, the Lakers are going to obviously take it based on what I'm seeing. Playoff Paul George or Pandemic P. There's not enough in the tank for him. EG, I see you. Let's talk about the Bucks then. Let's talk about the Bucks. Let's talk about the defensive player of the year who said that it wasn't his problem to guard Jimmy Butler in the fourth. Let's talk about the man who won defensive player of the year and didn't do anything in the fourth. Let's talk about the MVP candidate who didn't show up against the Heat. Uh there was somebody that we had on the show before, and he said that he were gonna get to the finals. And based on what I saw last night, yeah, it's possible for the Heat to make it to the finals. Jimmy Butler is a beast. Holy shit, 40 points in the face of the defensive player. Yeah, Giannis got a block on Jimmy, but he came back and dropped 40. The coach shouldn't have to tell you, hey, switch on Jimmy because he's been scoring a lot and he's the reason you guys might lose game one. It should be you, the defensive player of the year, taking on the best player on the opposite team to try to prevent the loss and rally your team back to win it because you are the number one seed. And I'm going to go hard at LeBron James and Anthony Davis if we get to that point. I'm definitely going to go hard at them. If they miss some defensive uh, calls or plays, or they're not just playing right, I'm gonna call them out. I always do. I nitpick. That's what I do. I nitpick. If the Dodgers are winning, I'm gonna talk shit. If the Dodgers are losing, I'm gonna talk shit. Doesn't matter. There's always something going on, something wrong. And in this instance, nobody should have to tell Giannis to guard the best player in the opposite team because that's the reason you guys are losing. Are gonna lose not only the game but potentially the series. So this is on Giannis. Shout out to the Heat. Shout out to Jimmy Butler for coming hard. He came back from an injury, and here we are. Jimmy Butler deserves more respect than he's already getting. Damn, they won by 11 points. How do you let Jimmy Butler drop 40 with a bum, what is it, bum ankle, bum knee? Goran, 27. Adebayo, 12 and 17. Tyler Herro, 11. Antetokounmpo, Giannis, 18 and 10. That was LeBron game one, I think, against Portland. So I'm not gonna go hard on him for offensive numbers. But Chris Middleton showed up, Brook Lopez showed up, and that was it. The Bucks didn't show up game one. Giannis didn't show up defensively game one, and he didn't show up period. So Miami Heat, y'all could make it to the finals. The only roadblock ahead of you, the Boston Celtics, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart. They're hungry. Those boys are hungry. They whooped on Toronto game one, too. Don't forget that. We all expected Toronto to be not even in the playoffs because they lost Kawhi. Yet here they are. They deserve more respect, but the Boston Celtics have been making noise for a while. They've been in the playoff hunt. They've been in that championship hunt. They've been in search for 18 for a while too. So that's your roadblock. The Lakers' roadblock is the Clippers. That's it. Their roadblock is the Clippers. Once they get past them, that's it. It's their title. The Miami Heat, your roadblock is the Bucks. Then it's the Celtics. Then it's the Lakers or Clippers or whoever comes out of the West. So you all got like 3 or 4 roadblocks ahead of you, and health, because Jimmy Butler, he could drop 40 and then he could drop 10 because he could be injured. We saw what happened with the 76ers. His little chance with 76ers, it was injury. So Jimmy Butler, much respect. I hope you bring it again, game 2 tomorrow night. But the Miami Heat have more obstacles to go through to get to the finals. So yeah, EG, shout out to your Heat, bro. Shout out to your boy Jimmy Butler and Giannis. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna warn everybody right now. You gotta remember, Kobe Bryant was giving everybody goals to accomplish in 2019. You gotta remember, or 2018, he was tweeting at everybody. Giannis didn't get anything. He didn't get mentioned. So he went out and asked Kobe for something. What did he ask him? If you guys don't know, Kobe asked Giannis, or Kobe told and demanded Giannis get the 2019 MVP. Game 1 versus Orlando, a lot of people were freaking out. Giannis came back. So I'm going to give the Miami Heat the respect they earned. Hell yeah. They woke everybody up. They proved that they can beat the best team in the East. But can they do it 3 more times? That's the question. Can you shut down Giannis for 3 more games? If not, can you outperform Giannis for 3 more games? It's not just the Bucks. They have a good team. Brooke Lopez, Chris Middleton, uh, Corver. They got shooters. They got players. But can you outperform them again for 3 more games? Much respect for you guys, Miami Heat. More obstacles for you guys, but yeah, Giannis is not gonna just lie down for you guys. He's gonna come back hard in game 2. So I'm gonna support you guys. I don't care. I would love for the Miami Heat to be the finals matchup, but more I would love more the Boston Celtics winning number 17 to tie them up for titles. But if you guys beat the Bucks, salute to you guys. Respect. Yeah. So with that, so with that being said, 2020 has been a shit of a year. A shit of a year. From Friday to today, it just Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 days. 3 days in between shows. We lost John Thompson, Cliff Robinson, and Chadwick Boseman. We can't take this anymore, man. Like 2020 is beating the fuck out of us, and that was just August. Like August was a pretty fucked up year. We took a little break in July. The biggest thing in July was probably Karen's running wild. June was the pandemic, like officially like having to shut down everything. Like yeah, we've been going through some shit in 2020, but just in 3 days in August, it was painful, dog. Like we can't keep going through this. Like I'm hoping September. I doubt it because 2020's been a bitch of a year, dog. I'm fucked it. Fuck 2020. The only thing that will alleviate some of the pain would be the Dodgers obviously winning the World Series and the Lakers winning the NBA Finals. That's it. But so far, like it's been a shit of a year. May those 3 gentlemen, and there's been more. Like the list of people that passed away just in these last 3 days. Fuck. Yeah. So may they rest in peace. And here's to September. Here's to the NBA Finals. And I'll catch you guys on Friday. Hope you guys have look another heat wave's coming through. That's the other thing that happened in August. Another heat wave's coming through LA. So people that live in LA, stay ready. Get ready. I got my AC going on right now. You probably hear it in the background, but stay ready because this weekend's gonna be hot as fuck. So with that being said, make sure you guys Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go follow Legendary Sports on Twitter, Facebook. Go do all that. Follow me. And look, I'm gonna be doing giveaways later on, so stay tuned for all that. I'm gonna build a little bit of an audience, and then I'll start giving stuff away. So with that, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys on Friday, same time, same channel. Be safe, be well, be healthy in September because we're almost done with 2020. 2021's around the way, and I'm calling it now. We're gonna have a better year. So with that, everybody stay frosty. See you guys.